Hey guys, and welcome to another In-Depth. So today we're going to be talking about something that I think everyone can relate to, and that is self-doubt. Now, I know I personally relate to self-doubt and having very high levels of self-doubt. It comes with having, on my side, the anxieties and the low self-esteem, and just like the low overall confidence in myself really plays into kind of my ability to believe that I'm able to do something. And it's totally natural. Like I said, I think everyone at some point in their lives, probably way more than once, has doubted their ability to do something, and that's okay. It's fine. The one I'm suffering with a lot recently is, like, again, it's relating to the Twitch, because that's a very fundamental area in my life at the moment. It's because it's something I'm really trying to work on. And like with these YouTube videos, my self-doubt comes from whether I'm able to make content that you guys find interesting. So that plays a big part in it. All through uni, I had self-doubt about whether my work was good enough, whether people would like my work. I have self-doubt with things that I know I can do. Like, I doubt my ability to I doubt my ability to make Rachel happy in our relationship. And I don't mean happy as in like sex time, I just mean happy overall. Even though I know he is happy with me, but I still doubt my ability of being able to do that. Like, I feel like it's a fluke. And a lot of it comes into like confidence, and my therapist gave me a really good like confidence equation, which is confidence equals knowledge plus practice. So you can be knowledgeable at something, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be confident at doing it because you haven't done it. But the more you do it, kind of it reinforces that knowledge that you can do it. And yeah, so I think that's a really interesting equation, and I'm certainly going to be trying to like apply it to the things I do in life. So like, I'm going to be practicing more with things that I want to get better at, because sometimes there's almost with me that fear to start things because I don't want to fail at them, and I don't think I'm alone in that fear at all. So like, I could have started Twitch like a year ago. It all would have gone to hell because my PC would have blown up, but I could have started a year ago, and the reason I didn't is because I was so scared to do it. Because I didn't have that knowledge, and I didn't have that practice, and I still don't have that practice. I've done like a handful of streams, so I'm still getting that practice. Like, it still terrifies me whenever I press that start streaming button. So it's very much like this self-doubt thing very much plays into that. And I was watching a streamer yesterday who was showing off some of her past art, and was saying like, you know, you've got to respect where you've come from, you've got to respect what you've done. Even if you hate the things you've done in the past, you've got to respect that, because that's how you're going to get better. And that really kind of struck a chord with me. We'll link her below. She's an awesome artist, and I cannot pronounce her like screen name, which is the only reason why I'm not like pronouncing it. I just refer to her as like the Eldritch Queen. So, because she's the Eldritch Queen of the Eldritch Kingdom. But yeah, so I will link her below. Go check her out. Because she, like I mentioned, I couldn't draw, and she was just like, right, I'm getting in with the tough love, and you've just got to go for it. You've just got to like go through all that fear and all that self-doubt, and then you'll come out the other end and it will be lovely. It will be glorious. It will be hard. Dealing with self-doubt is hard. It's one of the hardest things, because doubting your ability in something really affects your mood. Like, you get such a low mood because of it. And it's one of those vicious cycles, because as soon as you start doubting yourself on something, you normally start making mistakes in it, and you'll see every little flaw, every little imperfection in what you're doing, and that's horrible. I can't even like count the amount of work that I've thrown away, or just scrapped, because I'm just like, it's no good. I don't like it. It's like, it's out of focus, or it's, you know, the exposure's too high. So instead of trying to fix it, I would just be like, no, I can't take photos. But I know I can. I've spent 6-7 years of my life taking photos. And, you know, I got professional qualifications in it. Really high professional qualifications. But, like, I still doubt my ability as a photographer. And I think, particularly with art, it's very easy to doubt yourself, because art is very much subjective, and you get so many people who don't and won't like your style of art, and they'll just be like, oh, well, you know, you're just drawing with markers, or like it's just a little cartoon thing, or oh, it's just a picture of a bird, you know, that's rubbish, it's just black and white. And it's just like, oh. But you've got to like push past that, and it's really, there's no simple way to do that. It's, you've just got to force yourself, and it's horrible. But being able to like look back on stuff that you've done and see how much you've grown is really important. Because you then can see that you have changed and you have developed like a skill in this, and that way that will help you with if you're going into a new skill. Like, I can't draw for toffee. I can't draw at all. I've like sketched a few things and they took me forever, and I'm not even that happy with them, and like I want to be able to draw my own little chibis and my own emotes and my own banners and stuff, because I want to be able to say that I did that. And looking back at my photography work and seeing how much I've grown there has made me go, okay, no, well, this is possible. It's going to be crap to start with, but it's doable. Like, the more I do it, the better I'll be. And it's really important to like try and drown out that self-doubt with positive thinking, and try and work out where that self-doubt is coming from. If you've got that self-doubt because someone's turned around and went, your work is rubbish, I don't know why you even try, then just be like, well, screw you. Screw you. At least I'm trying to do this. At least I'm trying to improve myself. There's always going to be someone that puts you down, and you just have to be like, you know what? Evidently there's some reason why you feel you have to put me down, and that is your issue. That is your issue to deal with, but I'm not going to let this affect me, because like, I am my own person, and if I want this to be a skill that I'm going to have, then I'm going to damn well try. And you can say what you want, but then at least I can walk away with it, even if I hate it. Like, I can walk away with it and being like, you know, I tried that shit. I went out and I put myself out, and I ignored all the niggling self-doubts in my head, and I went, I'm going to try it. And you can be proud of yourself just for trying it, because getting past self-doubt is horrible. Like I said, speaking from experience, because of the Twitch thing, it took me a long time to get past that self-doubt. And like the channel's already starting to grow. I'm starting to find my own flow. It was originally just going to be gaming, and then I realised, oh, People were actually responding to my photography. This photography that I thought was so shit, pardon my language, but that I thought was terrible and that no one would like because of the subject matter and because it's old school film photography. And I've had really positive remarks about it. It's just made me go, wow, how come I was doubting myself in the first place if people like genuinely like my work? So yeah, it's so much easier said than done to get past that. But definitely my tips are, take something that you're good at and look where you started with it, to see how you developed and grew with that, to show you that you didn't just pick something up straight away, because you very rarely pick something up straight away. Ignore, to the best of your ability, like, any thoughts that have been put in your head by someone else, because they're not you, and, you know, they shouldn't be able to have that kind of hold over something that you want to do. At the end of the day, they really shouldn't. I don't care if they're a professional in the field. Like, they shouldn't. And to be honest, if they're a professional in the field, they should damn well know better. They should know better than to turn around and say, no, you're never going to be successful in this. Because believe me, I've had it. I've had people who are professionals in that field turn around and go, your art's terrible. Like, your photography's terrible. Like, do it again. Or question my exhibition style. And then I've turned around and I've done it and just been like, you know, it worked. It worked and everyone really responded well to it. So I'm so glad I didn't listen to your negativity about it. So yeah. Ignore any thoughts that have definitely been put in your head by someone else. Like, look back on the stuff you've done to see how you've improved, to know that you're going to improve with whatever you're choosing to do next. And like, if you have any of these thoughts, like, write them down. Write them down and analyze them. If it's a statement, question why you think that so adamantly. And if it's a question, answer it. Because if you can answer those questions, you stop worrying about it so much. And believe me, this is true. Like, you just stop worrying about things once you've got answers to them. So yeah, sorry, it's mid-length kind of one on self-doubt. It's probably something that's going to come up repeatedly in my in-depths, just because it's something that crops up. It crops up in like every little thing. Self-doubt. So yeah, if you have any feedback or comments, positive or negative, leave them below. I do always read them. Like I said, I will link our Eldritch Queen in the description below as well, so you can check her out. She's a fantastic traditional artist, and she has a really lovely community. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, like, definitely go check her out, because you'll love her work. And yeah, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, guys. Bye bye.